Yodis, I'm so glad you could join me today. I've learned so much about different methods of using milk in Viking dairy time.
Oh, well, thank you for inviting me. It was a really fun day.
Awesome. I know we made butter from cream. What other kinds of things would Vikings have used with milk?
Well, milk was pretty much a way of making money, so you'd want to sell anything that you made with the milk. They would make skyr, which is sort of like a Viking yogurt. Mm-hmm. And if you hang it to drain, you can use it as a spread on your bread.
Wow.
Or sweeten it, add a little bit of milk and stir in some honey and berries, and yeah, you almost have a dessert going on there.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It's pretty tasty.
Sounds like what we did on the flatbread almost.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, we did, but it wasn't quite skyr, or it wasn't. It was more buttery.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't culture the cream before we made the butter.
How would they have cultured it?
Well, pretty much, if you leave it out to sit in warm temperatures, you'll get bacteria into it. Or is it bacteria? Fermenting is done by yeast, is it not? Because there's wild yeast in the air.
There is.
Yes, so possibly it's that. I don't really know the science behind it.
Wow, it's one of those magic things.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It's magic. At some point I knew this, but I can't remember right now. So culturing the butter, fermenting it sort of processes it a little bit more.
Okay.
And that helps with storing it so that you can store it for longer. So you'd want to start with a cultured cream before you made the butter, and then after you've made the butter, you'd want to make sure to salt it so that you can store it.
Absolutely, it would last a lot longer. It was used as salt as a preservation.
Right, exactly. And then this way you could actually store it and then bring it somewhere to be sold instead of just eating it, because, you kind of need to bring some money into the farm.
Yeah, wow. And butter could last a long time. How would you have stored it?
So I believe what they would do is they would wrap it in cloth and then drop it in a bog.
Bog? A bog?
Yeah.
Ew!
Well, think about it. Bogs, they're much colder than the ambient air temperature, right?
Right, exactly.
And then on top of that, they're a little bit acidic, so that helps with it. And then probably you don't get much oxygen in there, which really is what makes food go bad, right? So they still dig up butter these days, like 1,000-year-old butter, and it is edible, but it tastes like bog.
Bog butter.
Yes. I detect some very strong peaty notes.
Oh, impeding, That's okay. We'll just make fresh next time.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we made fresh.
I think so. Yeah. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
I don't want to acquire.
When making skyr, I know there's also something else. You were talking about the soft cheese.
Oh, yeah. So with a skyr is almost like it's like a yogurt, which is halfway to a cheese anyway, right?
Okay.
It's a very fresh cheese.
I know there's another kind of soft cheese.
Yeah, the names escape me, because skyr is pretty much, like a drained fresh cheese.
Okay, and we were talking about rennet earlier.
Right. So that's what helps form coagulate.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And so if you wanted to do a harder sort of aged cheese, you'd want rennet in it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do we have any idea what they would have used for rennet?
Well, I believe it comes from the stomach of an animal, so maybe a cow or a goat, maybe.
Okay, probably whatever they had on hand.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That seems to me more of a Viking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll try this. And in fact, I know I was doing some research the other day and I found out that the Vikings really tried a lot of different foods. They experimented with a lot of different things to try to make different foods. So the realms of what they made could be very big.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
A lot of variety. Like, really, you get tired of eating the same thing all the time. Although, eating is a good thing.
I like eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We had a bunch of warriors who would pretend to go fishing, but fewer of them would come home because they were practicing combat.
Oh.
So it was kind of handy. It was like I didn't have to cook for as many as I thought. And
The winter stores go quite a bit further when there's less people.
it's kind of handy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Might want to arrange it so that that dude who keeps eating your favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be. That would be a wicked idea. So, do you do anything else other than cook?
Well, I do a little bit of null binding,
Okay.
but that kind of goes. Sorry, it's Viking knitting. You do it too. Yeah. You're like you taught me how to do it. You know this. But yeah. Here we go. I've got a bit of a tangled mess here, but maybe you want to have a look?
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh, yes, I see it. I see it now. Yes.
So,
It's similar to what I do, but it seems to be different.
yeah.
Maybe you're doing a different stitch.
Oh, that could be it. I might have been doing the Oslo stitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know I tend to do the York stitch
Okay.
because of the way that it feels and it fits together. But thank you so much for coming today and telling me, sharing these wonderful stories of cheese.
Yes.
You are my dairy queen.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by and watching us today on Cook Like a Viking. Check us out for the next episode. I know you'll enjoy it too. If you would like more information on the recipes and tools we use, check out our website at cooklikeaviking.com. Thanks for joining us today and see you next time on Cook Like a Viking.